Hey there guys, and welcome back to the channel and to another video, and back to the career of Johnathan Hiethwaist as we head to Spain and the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. Now, I did have a few things recorded as career updates and character changes, but unfortunately those have been lost. So those will be coming in the next week, and of course you may have heard me say that his name is now Johnathan Hiethwaist. I thought that sounded a little bit more crazy.
The Spanish Grand Prix has been a permanent fixture on the Formula One calendar for over 30 years now, and for good reason. Do you remember Michael Schumacher's absolute dominance here in that rain-soaked Grand Prix in 1996? That day he took his first ever victory for Ferrari, and we've had many more iconic moments since. It's a sellout crowd of 140,000 here today as we await lights out for the 730-metre sprint down to turn 1 of this 2.9-mile racetrack. Overtaking is challenging through these 16 corners, but there's still a lot of high-speed excitement to be found, including the flat-out turn 3 and the terrifying blind right of turn 9. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here today, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
But from the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the run down into turn 1. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Bottas, Perez, Charles Leclerc and Norris, Sainz, Vettel, Ricciardo and Fernando Alonso, Tsunoda, Gasly, Esteban Ocon and Mick Schumacher, Raikkonen, Russell, Antonio Giovinazzi and Nikita Mazepin, Latifi and the Grim Reaper. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Alright guys, and there you have the grid for this race, and as you can see, I'm starting in the rear. That is because it rained for qualifying and I just was not able to complete a lap. I kept slipping and sliding everywhere. It was bad. So we're going to start on the mediums. I'm going to look to go long, maybe out, stretch the lead cars in the race, pick up some positions while they're on pit road. And here we're just gonna set the car up for the race. You know, of course I had to set it up for a little bit of trying to qualify in the rain, so got to adjust a few settings here for the race, and then we are gonna go to the 5 red lights and the start of the Spanish Grand Prix. Alright guys, and here we go to the 5 red lights. And we are underway. The lights are out at Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya, and Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton are off to a flying start. We get not a great start, but we are still in the pack. We're going to dive deep into turn 1, pick up 5 positions all the way into 15. Antonio Giovinazzi to the outside of us as we go into turn 3. We are going to get past him, set our sights on Mick Schumacher and Pierre Gasly. We brake a little early, trying to hold the corners. I've been playing this game in Gran Turismo Sport. We dive down to the inside here at turn 5. Pierre Gasly holding us on the grass, not giving us an inch, and we're going to switch back to Antonio Giovinazzi. Oh, and he makes contact with us in the rear there. But he and Mick Schumacher are going to have a great fight behind us as we head into turn 10. And we're going to move ahead to Max Verstappen, who is leading Lewis Hamilton by more than a second. Remember, Hamilton won at Bahrain ahead of Max Verstappen. This game has updated the driver's stats, so now Red Bull is as fast as the Mercs. As we see Max Verstappen in front, followed by Lewis Hamilton, Valtteri Bottas, Sergio Perez, and Charles Leclerc, with Lando Norris and Sebastian Vettel making up 6th and 7th place there. And now we are going to move back to us. Here we can see that Mick and Kimi Räikkönen are behind us. Antonio Giovinazzi has gone and pitted for a damaged front wing. He got that when he bumped into our rear tire on lap 1. We're going to slow down here into turn 10 and make the run up towards 12. And now into 13, Europe car. Into 14. And the RACC, as we are on lap 4, heading into lap 5. Mick Schumacher and Kimi Räikkönen have caught me there within a second. They have DRS. We look to the inside to block, then the outside. We successfully block as we're down into the braking zone. They look to the inside of us. Now you'll see on the replay there, he went to the outside, couldn't make it work, looks to the inside. There's Kimi on the inside of Mick Schumacher through turn 1. Now Schumacher through turn 2. They are side by side, giving me plenty of space. They'd have me if they just weren't racing each other. Now through 4, into 5. They're still racing each other hard. As we come through 5, still side by side are Mick Schumacher and Kimi Räikkönen. But Mick finally gets out ahead of him. Mick Schumacher has put that car way ahead of where it needs to be. And oh my gosh, we hit the curb and into the wall we go. Breaking the front wing. We're going to take a replay here. We are there. Is Kimi Räikkönen's perspective. And now George Russell, the man who hit us. You see me coming across, and George just has nowhere to go. I couldn't avoid him, but we're back on the road. I've been given a 5-second penalty, and the virtual safety car is out. We can't slow down enough, and we make contact with Latifi as well. Oh my God, this is just going horribly wrong. But the full safety car is now out on track, and we are trying to get hold of Jeff. Jeff is not going to let us come into the pits right now because Sebastian Vettel is changing his tires. Everybody but the top 5 is on pit road right now, but we are going to ignore Jeff and come in. Here is Mick and the Alfa Romeo, and here we are in our pit stop, missing our front wing there, getting that replaced. It's just gone. You see, it's just the nose is gone, everything's disappeared. It's just bad. This is a very slow lap, and you will see that we have gone onto the red soft tires. Since we are under safety car, I want to have the speed for the restart. But the problem was that on the restart, everybody's tires were the same. We took 3 laps. Now we move ahead to lap 9 when the leaders come in. Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton, Valtteri Bottas, Sergio Perez, and Charles Leclerc as Lando Norris, Yuki Tsunoda, Sebastian Vettel, and Fernando Alonso come through to take the lead. Everybody passes, including us there behind Kimi Räikkönen and I believe just ahead of Antonio Giovinazzi. This race just went nuts as the entire field has been flipped now. The teams that won last week are now at the back of the pack. Lewis Hamilton will come out in last place as of right now, and there is your leader, Lando Norris. He's got a 1-second time gap over Yuki Tsunoda. That's right, the rookie in the AlphaTauri is in second in the second race of the season. This kid barely finished the second race of the season this year, followed by the new returning Fernando Alonso. And here we are, just kind of skipping a few laps here. As you can see, the cars behind are starting to catch me again. That is Antonio Giovinazzi. We got back around him on the restart. The softs, though, are wearing out, and behind him is a hungry Max Verstappen. We see he is through turn 4, looking for some way to get around Antonio Giovinazzi. As we come into turn 7 and then through turn 8, he's trying to hold on the pressure, as much pressure as he can. He's going to take a look with DRS to the outside. Can he make something happen? Does he have the speed? No, Giovinazzi to the inside just holds him off and drives away. But Max Verstappen has speed, so much more speed than the Alfa Romeo does. Amazes me he's already this far behind, but he can't make the move. And you're going to see as we come into the pits, Max Verstappen will pass Antonio Giovinazzi going into turn 1. Fortunately, I don't have the footage of that because we are coming into the pits for our second stop to change. The soft tires are just gone. We need to put on a new set of softs, but we have to wait for the 5-second penalty. And then, come to find out, I have to change the front wing. I made contact with Giovinazzi at one point when I was passing him. Just a slight bit of damage, but it's enough that we have to change the front wing, and that's pretty much going to ruin my race. Not that it was great, but I wanted to finish at least in top 15, starting from the rear. So not a whole lot happened in this race between then and the end of the race. So I just wanted to show you guys the final lap here. As we take a look, there is Lando Norris. He's gonna finish in first. Lando Norris will come across the line and win the Spanish Grand Prix. And there is Yuki Tsunoda, his first points of his career, and one of the few times he's actually finished a race in Formula One. McLaren will be very excited with that.
Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today. What set them apart from the rest?
Well, I honestly feel it was down to the driver and car today. I mean, we can talk driver skill all day, but if you don't have a solid team to back that, you're never going to get anywhere. When you hit that sweet spot of having both an excellent driver and an incredible car, that's when you see results like those we witnessed today.
Our winning drivers are on their way to the podium right now. It's been a fantastic race for McLaren, that's for sure, and no doubt they'll be celebrating tonight.
And there you have it, guys. Lando Norris is your winner for the Spanish Grand Prix. We're going to take a look at the standings as they sit. Sebastian Vettel is up there in 3rd place, still in the points. We are in 10th after a dismal race, as Aston Martin will retain 3rd place, and we are going to take one final look at the standings and the final results of this race while I send off. Thank you guys for watching, and do tune in next time for more Formula One content. Please hit that like and subscribe button, leave a comment down below, let me know what you think, and I will catch you guys next time on Formula One. For Johnathan Hiethwaist, I'm Ryan. Have a good one.